the last algorithm, which is round robin scheduling algorithm. Among the algorithms that you learned in this chapter 5, round robin scheduling algorithm is the most popular scheduling algorithm. The thing is that whenever you work with round robin scheduling algorithm, your processor will be super fast. There will be no waiting cost, and the processor will not be wait for any other processes. In round robin scheduling algorithm, there is a term which name is time quantum. Within that time quantum, you have to run your each and every process in this processor or with the help of the processor. The thing is that first of all, round robin scheduling and non-primitive scheduling algorithm. Secondly, it is the most popular primitive scheduling algorithm. Thirdly, it is one of the best scheduling algorithm. To make your processor super fast, it helps your processor to work as quickly as possible. It does not help your processor to be wait for the other processes. And within the time quantum, the processor also need to be done its task complete. Whenever we are talking about round robin scheduling algorithm, burst time is not important at all because there is the time quantum. During the time quantum, you have to complete the task. If you can complete the task, that's good. If you cannot complete the task, the processor will move on for the next process, and the process that cannot be complete within the time quantum, it will be at the waiting state. Here is written that many of the operating systems using round robin scheduling algorithm because practically implementable because not depend on burst time. It is very easy to implement because it does not depend on the burst time. Secondly, it does not require lots of detailed structure like heap and all. You see queue and you can implement it. It means that it does not need any process table. So without process table, you can run the round robin scheduling algorithm very easily. And thirdly, there is very less starvation problem. Starvation problem means that to remembering problem that which process you will go for first, which process you will go for last according to the priority wise. There is no priority in round robin scheduling algorithm. When a process is executed for a given time period, is permitted and other process executes for a given time period. Means each and every process has its the given period, and within the given period of time, your process must need to be complete to run. Context switching is used to save states of primitive processes. Means that the process which cannot be completed because of the time quantum, it is saved as a waiting process. So when you learn the round robin scheduling algorithm, the things that is written here, it will be more clear to you. So the new context that you learned in round robin scheduling algorithm, which is the time quantum. So at the exam time, if I ask you or if I provide you the round robin scheduling algorithm, I will definitely provide you the time. Time quantum means that within this time, the processor have to be completed its tasks. The processor must have to be completed its processes. Now look at the algorithm. So the thing is that time quantum is 2. First I go for my process 1 because process 1 arrived at 0 second. Now total bus time is 4. So it will first time it will schedule for 2 seconds. So 4 minus 2. So 2 seconds will be remain in here. So process 1 will be gone up to 2 seconds. After that I will go for process 2. So it also run within 2 seconds. So 3 seconds will be remaining in here. Then I go for process 3. So already if has bus time is 2 seconds and time quantum is also 2. So process 2, process 3 will be actually done. Nothing will be in here. So up to process 3, then 6 seconds already gone and within 6 seconds loop my process 4, process 5 and process 6 also in the come. These 3 processes are in the ready state. These 2 processes are in the waiting state. Now look one thing, that process 4 bus time is 1, process 1 waiting time is 2. So if I go for my process 1, I can complete the process 1 right now. So the processor will go for my process 1. So So 6 plus 2 equal to 8. So my process 1 will be done in here. Then it go for process 4. So 8 plus 1 equal to 9. Process 4 is done. Then it go for the process 5. So 2 seconds, so 4 seconds will be remaining. Now again my processor will check that now process 5 is in the waiting state, process 6 is in the ready state, and process 1 is also waiting state. Your process 2 at that point of time it can complete most of the tasks in here. So then it will go again for process 2. So 1 second will be remaining in here. Then it go for process 6. So 1 second will be remaining in here. Then it go for process 5. 2 second will be remaining in here. For process 2. So complete the task. Then process 6. Then it complete the task. Then at the end process 5 and it complete the task. So guys, in this example of round robin algorithm, if you have any question, you can ask right now.
Ma'am, will you please repeat?
Okay. So this is the time quantum. all, I go for my process 1 and time quantum 2 and bus time is 4. So 2 seconds will be remaining in here. So 0 to 2 seconds my process 1 will be done. Then I go for my process 2. So 3 seconds will be remaining in here. Then I go for my process 3. So nothing will be remaining in here. Then I go for my process 4. Okay. Then process 1, process 2 are in the waiting stage right now. Within 6 seconds, process 4, process 5, process 6 is come, which are in the ready state right now. Now the thing is that if I go for process 4, I can also complete the task of process 4. If I go to process 1, complete the task of process 1. Now what is the first priority for my processor? The priority process will be the waiting process and it is waiting. So I go for my process 1. So I complete the task. Process 1 is done. Then I go for my process 4. So 1 means already it will be done. Then I go for my process 5. So 4 seconds will be remaining in here. So now my process 4 is done. My process 5 is now in the waiting state. So look again the table, what is the look like it right now. My process 2 and process 5 both are in the waiting state. Process 6 are in the ready state. Now look at here. Process 2 and process 6 both first time is 3. If I go to my process 2, so I can it also 1 second remaining. If I go for process 6, it also 1 second remaining. Both are same. Now that process 2 is the waiting state, so it is the higher priority than process 6. So again I go for process 2. So 1 second will be remaining. Then I will go for my process 6. So here 1 second also be remaining. Then I will go for again my process 5. So 2 seconds again it is remaining. Then again my process 2. The process 2 will be done. Then I go for my process 6. So process 6 will be also be done. And at the end I go for process 5. So process 5 also be done. So my processor complete these tasks right now. So the completing tasks of process 5 is 21. Process 6 is 19. process 2 is 18, process 4 is 9, process 1 is 8, process 3 is 6, process 2 is 4. So that is the way you will do the round robin scheduling algorithm. Guys, to all of you clear this example?
Ma'am, I am having some problem, ma'am. When we just stop, ma'am, ma'am, taking like, ma'am, first you take process 1, process 2, and process 3. Then you don't go under remind those process which are remaining. So,
No, you
ma'am,
have to think. First of all, when I take process 1, process 2, process 3, then process 4, process 5 and process 6 are in the ready state because I did not start to work with it. So process 1 and process 2 are in the waiting state. Now look at the how much time is left for the other processes. When you see that process 1 lifting time is 2, process 4 is ready state and it is 1. So if I go for process 1, I can complete the task. So I will go for process 1, then I will go for process 4, process 5. Then again, it is come about that waiting process and ready process.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, any more question?
Ma'am, that means which process we can finish first. We will go for that, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so all of you turn on your microphone and then tell what is happened in this table. So tell me first which process I will take.
Process 0.
Yes, first I will take process 0. Already bus time is 2. So, and time quantum is 3. So, there is not any problem will occur. So, it will be done the task. Then, I will go for my process 1. Bus time 3, time quantum will be remaining in here also. So, process 1 also be complete. Then I go for my process 2. Now bus time is 6, so 3 seconds will be remaining in here. Then I go for my process 3. It will complete. Then I go for process 4. So 1 second will be remaining in here. Again I go for my process 2. So it will complete. Then I go for my process 4. So it will complete. So this is how you will do the round robin scheduling algorithm. You have to provide the time quantum as a priority. When you find out that, look at the previous example. Here the time quantum is very low, which is 2. And there are a lots of processes, which is 6. And when I go to work with it, only my process 4 processes are in the waiting state. Without process 3 and 4, all of them I get a lots of several times for waiting state. So at that point of time, you have to go and check whether you take the waiting state process or whether you take the running state process. Whenever, look at the example right now which I gave you. Whenever you find out the time quantum is 3 and there is not much more processor in the waiting state, At that point of time, you will do the process in a sequential order or according to the arrival timing order. So guys, do you have any question in this example?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the end of the types of algorithm for CPU scheduling. The next chapter that is actually sometimes of algorithms, then several types of algorithm. So next class I will start that new chapter, so don't miss that next class. Those algorithms are also very important for your processing and the other tasks of CPU. And at the end of this week, I will provide you assignment which is developed on the algorithms. So all of you solve those algorithms, so it will be help you to understand that what you will do if for different types of algorithms. Serial 1. Serial 2. Three. Four. Five. Seven.
Yes, ma'am.
8.
Seven,
9.
ma'am.
10.
Yes, ma'am.
11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16.
Yes, ma'am.
17. 18.
Yes, ma'am.
19.
Yes, ma'am.
20.
Yes, ma'am.
21. 22.
Present, ma'am.
23.
Yes, ma'am.
24.
Yes, ma'am.
25.
Ma'am.
26. 27.
Yes, ma'am.
28.
Yes, ma'am.
29.
Yes, ma'am.
30.
Yes, ma'am.
31. 32.
Yes, ma'am.
33.
Yes, ma'am.
34.
Present, please.
35.
And he was in class, ma'am.
36. 37.
He's facing a problem.
38.
Yes, ma'am.
39. 39.
Hello, ma'am. 36 present.
40.
Present, ma'am.
41.
Yes, ma'am.
2.
Yes, ma'am.
Guys, any more left?
Ma'am.
One.
Ma'am, 36 present. Hello,
I'm
ma'am.
21.
36 present.
Serial 8.
Any more?
Ma'am, serial 21.
Any more, guys? Okay, so that's all for today. You can leave the classroom.
Madam, serial
Thank you.
9, madam. Serial 9.